Okay, fact. Youth intervention and prevention can curb crime. How would you work with City Council to allot funds for new and existing programs to assist youth intervention and prevention?
Well, it has to become a priority. There are very specific programs that the city has funded, along with some nonprofits that have been able to help. And when you look at the recreational opportunities, they don't just have to be sports related, is what I'm saying. When you look at the Lock 3 Arts Project and the Boys and Girls Club, the Peacemakers, and I'd even like to thank Billy Soul, because I think he's done an excellent job with that project over the last 6 or 7 years. We need to make it a better priority. We do a very good job with senior programming. I think we do a pretty good job with kids programming. That hole right there is that we don't do enough with teens. A lot of it has to do with economic opportunity too, because we all want our kids to maybe get a job and hopefully take care of us someday. But in those teen years, they need to have that economic opportunity too. And if they don't, because adults have backed up into some of those jobs, that's not something that we're going to be helpful. We have to find more opportunities for them. And I would make it a priority of my administration to be able to find those opportunities and come up with more programming from the existing ones. And I think there's some disconnect out there about what's actually available and what they can do. And a good point that my opponent made, Mike Williams, is that sometimes it's transportation. And I called on the Metro board, because being on the first T board, we had 50 scholarships go unused this year that kids could have gotten because Metro wouldn't give a ride down there. Now, to me, I think that's deplorable. We need to have there needs to be a better relationship, and they need to provide a better job of being able to do that.
Youth intervention and prevention. First and foremost, there's some great programs out there, but here's what we have to do. If we're serious about putting a priority of spending on our neighborhoods to make Akron a better place to live and work and raise a family, we've definitely got to employ and the resources toward the betterment of our youth. We have some great programs. It's not necessary to reinvent the wheel. However, what we need to do is have programs out there that are going to get to these young kids before they get to their teenage years, because by the time they hit their teenage years, they've already formed whatever society has caused them to form. Now, my commitment is when I reprioritize the budget, whatever the program that is necessary there, I will make sure that they're fully funded so we don't have to sit here and talk about, well, they didn't have transportation, they didn't have X, Y, Z. That's part of thinking about the problem and offering a thorough solution. Someone should have factored in when they're developing these programs whether or not and how the children are going to get there. Now, at the same token too, I'm going to revitalize the Private Industry Council, because that was an excellent place to where you could go and learn a skill and earn some money during the summer. And it would be, whether it's in the trades, construction, plumbing, and bring back apprenticeship. Because I agree that it's more than just recreational. It needs to be a total plan.
Okay, the programming that is out there is varied, and many of the programs are absolutely phenomenal. The problem has been, for me, I see a lack of coordination of those programs, and also that the City Parks and Recreation Department has not received the kind of attention and funding that it deserves. So you have to make it a priority both in the budget as well as your policies, and youth will be a priority for me. I will be dedicating a cabinet level position to youth and youth issues. We have to deal with our young people. We have to provide them with positive outlets. And again, it's not just sports, it's on all kinds of things. Arts, music, other types of programming that is extremely important for our kids. Let me say this, I don't want to throw out any group of young people. We have to address the issues that they have. Now, the community learning centers were supposed to be part of the solution, but they have not met that promise because of barriers to groups getting in the community learning centers, including insurance and other things. They have not been able to do the programming for young people, so we have people out there willing to do it, but we have not been giving them the venue in which to do it. We are going to eliminate those barriers to the community learning centers, get our people who are out here who every day interact with our young people and do wonderful things for them, but give them the venue to be able to do that.